Welcome back. It is Wednesday, which means we get to visit with our friend Michael Babcock at TMZ to get the scoop on today's hottest stories. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning, Kelly and Jeremy. Thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely. We have a little story.
Well, yeah, Michael, it's so weird seeing you on the screen now that I've met you in person now.
I know.
And we've had dinner. I just want to quickly tell you something that you did not know. Okay, remember we had dinner in Marina Del Rey?
Yes.
And then afterwards, you were kind enough to drive us back to the hotel.
Yeah.
Can I just say, I had to talk the entire drive because your driving scared me so bad.
Oh.
Really?
I was like, Michael?
Jeremy, let me tell you something. I was trying to take it easy because I don't want to scare Jeremy. That was my toned down driving.
Was it really?
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Well, he lives in LA. He's got to get where he's going.
What I'm saying, Michael,
Healthy.
you're a good driver. It's just I'm not used to LA traffic like that when he's like zipping and doing and accelerating and then
Jeremy,
zipping in and out. And I was like,
we're both not very good backseat drivers.
I was zipping in and out.
Well, again, I was in the back seat, Michael. I'm not shaming you. I'm just saying. I was like,
so funny.
I was like, wow, he's a very fast driver.
You have to be aggressive or you'll get run over in LA, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you won't get any more, Kelly. You got it. Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Oh, I'm Jeremy. I'm sorry.
You know I'm kidding with you.
Next
You know I'm
time,
kidding. I was like, I'm going to give him.
If he didn't keep up the pace, somebody would smack him right in the hind end.
Right.
So there you go.
And I owe you because you saved me another Uber fare.
There
So
you
I
go.
am very appreciative of the ride back to the hotel. So we thank you so
and
much.
we had a fun ride. I had a blast.
We had so much fun.
I'm sorry I terrified you.
He's terrified if he's not driving. It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Michael, we got to get to Jen and Ben. What's going on with them?
So this is big news for them for a couple reasons. So first of all, they have bought this like $55 million mega mansion in Bel Air. It's incredible. I mean, it's got everything. It's huge. It's 20,000 square feet. It's got 10 bedrooms, 17 bathrooms, gyms, kitchen. I mean, you name it. It has everything, and it's very expensive. But perhaps even the bigger news is that it's not just Ben or Jen. It's Ben and Jen and their kids that are going to move into this house. So that means that they're blending their families into one. And I don't think there's any other way to look at that besides, it signifies that the relationship is getting even more serious. So who knows what's next? Marriage, I would certainly not be surprised if that was the next step. They're going to be living together very soon here in a giant house. Now, I guess they don't have to actually see each other if they don't want to, because the house is so big, but they're going to be under the same roof.
The house is so big, yeah, they could, yeah. Well, this will be interesting to watch. I really.
Yeah.
See, my only nervousness is you had better be serious if you're going to start making the kids blend, because that's, you want to make sure it's right before you start having the kids live together or get to know each other. I hope it's,
you don't want to break,
track.
You don't want to move in and then break up a month later, and that's very difficult on the kids. And I remember when A-Rod and J-Lo broke up, and that was difficult on their kids because they had sort of become like a little family. So yeah, I think this is a big step, and hopefully they have kind of good things happen for them now that they're moving into this place.
Yeah, I hope it sticks.
I hope they thought it out.
Yeah,
I think they have. It's been 20 years. I think they have.
Yeah, and they went back to each other, so I think they know that they want to be with each other.
Yeah, that's good.
They will be. Yeah.
All right, Michael, what about Amanda Bynes? What's happening there?
So Amanda Bynes, this one didn't get nearly the amount of attention as Britney Spears did, but Amanda Bynes has been under a conservatorship for a long time, going back to 2013 now that she was under this conservatorship. And she, we could say it was from Britney or something else, but a couple months back, Amanda indicated that she didn't want to be under the conservatorship anymore. She had accomplished so much since being put on the conservatorship. She got a degree in fashion. She got sober and just was living a much more stable life. So she was in court the other day, and the judge agreed. You don't need this conservatorship. So she is now, free managing her own life. So now you have a bunch of media outlets, of course, we know this is how it goes, that want to talk to her. I mean, everyone, from the New York Times Gayle King. I mean, you name it. The LA Times, every paper, every TV show has wanted to book an interview with her. And at this point, she has just said, no, I think I need to take some time for myself, and we'll reevaluate down the line. So at least for right now, she's not going to be talking as much as I think a lot of fans want to hear from her.
Yeah, maybe in her own time. Yeah.
Yeah, Michael,
Absolutely.
Do you know the picture that they've been posting with this story? I didn't even recognize her. Is that like a current photo?
Yeah.
Do you know, with the brown hair and the nose ring?
I don't know what photo you're talking about, Jeremy. I'm sorry, but yeah, I mean, it's like she's gone through a lot. I mean, it's, I think, physical, emotional, mental. I think all the transformations. They would say that she has gone through over the years. That was essentially a different person back then. That was in the news and was acting erratically. I think she probably doesn't even recognize that person anymore. And
right, I just
happened. Recognize her.
I happened to be scrolling on social, and a lot of people were posting about it. But if I just looked at the photo, I would not know who they were talking about. That's how unrecognizable she was to me in this photo of what I remember her to look like.
Right, exactly.
Wow. I got to look at it when we get off here. Yeah,
I'll text it. I'll text it to you guys. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So the very sad story of Bob Saget. New update.
Yeah. So we have now these photographs of the hotel room, of the Ritz room in Orlando where Bob Saget died, and look. We've talked about this. I know we've talked about this here. They say Bob died of blunt force trauma to his head, that he hit his head so hard on something that he never left the room, never sought help, and essentially just died in bed. And now you look at these photographs, and they have long thought that the headboard was the likely culprit here, that he hit his head on the headboard somehow, possibly knocked him unconscious, and the injury was so bad that it actually killed him. You look at the headboard, and it doesn't look disturbed. It's padded, and they did say, look, it's padded, but it has, it's hard underneath it. So that doesn't necessarily mean you couldn't hurt yourself on it. But I'll tell you guys, you look at these photographs, and it just, I just think with this case, there's going to be some answers that we just don't have. How do you hit your head that hard on a headboard that's padded to the point where it knocks you out and you die? It just, it seems so unlikely, but they are absolutely adamant that is what happened. So, that's what happened.
So who's they? The family or the doctors or both?
The medical people, Jeremy, that did the autopsy. Yeah, the officials in Florida there, the coroner, the medical examiner that did the autopsy. They are adamant that because people wanted to bring up foul play, and they said, no, there's no foul play here. First of all, there's no evidence of that, and the door never opened. They have access to all of this data because it was a hotel of when the key card was used, and they say he went into the room and he never left, and whatever happened in there. He wasn't injured before because he was taking a photo with the valet. He drove 2 hours to the hotel. So whatever injury happened that killed him, it happened in that hotel room.
Wow.
So strange.
Sad.
Yeah, and sad.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much, Michael.
I know. I'm sorry. Wait for me to add this on a bummer here. It is terrible.
No, but we appreciate.
I'm
Michael
sorry
so
for my
much.
driving, Jeremy.
No, I kid with you, Michael. I kid. I kid with my friend.
Michael, I'm sure you're a very good driver.
Thanks so much, Michael.
Thank you.
You can catch TMZ weekdays at 5 p.m. and TMZ Live weekdays at 2 p.m. right here on Fox.